Oh, it's crazy.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us
Hello,
for the Mando finale Aftershow reaction. Yeah, I'm Blue Tattoo, S-Beam, Michael Elliott,
Yo.
and hang on, banner spoilers. Yeah.
Spoiler alert right there too. So banner's not.
Yeah,
really
sorry.
Yeah, spoiler. Okay.
Yeah, you know, I was going to say it's kind of in your face.
Good. All right. Jump right into it. What do we think of the episode?
A bit lackluster, to be honest. Yeah.
Lackluster.
Really? I felt like somebody in the writer's room was listening to me. I absolutely loved this episode. I think this is one of the best episodes in all of the seasons. It had it had so many things that I was hoping that it would do. I really loved it. I can go into some detail, but what did you think, Lou?
I liked it a lot. I like the action sequences. It was pretty good.
God, it was so great.
Yeah. I mean, this was the best episode. We should have had these kind of episodes kind of throughout. It was a little too short. I feel like the ending didn't quite land. Like I don't know. It should have been something.
Yeah, if I got an issue, yeah. The way Gideon went out was a little campy and kind of like,
and then
yeah. I mean, it almost reminded you of like a '90s ending.
That man's not dead.
Yeah, it was very
right?
'90s. Yeah, or '80s. You know,
he could have survived that easy.
What would have worked better? Here's what they should have done. And then you could have appeased the men and the women too. You could have appeased everybody, which you would have had both Mando and Bo bash into him at the same time and knock him over into the ravine or into the as the ship is coming down, as opposed to him standing up there going, If they would both hit him, knock him over, that would have been so much
right on top of him.
Yes. It would have been. You know he's gone, absolutely, because this way he could come back. I mean, remember he's
alive. He's coming.
His armor could have protected him.
Yeah, exactly.
But, something did bug me though. His armor is Beskar alloy, and Bo had the dark saber. Like
I know. She should have been able to cut through it.
Yeah. It should have cut through. Like if it's not pure alloy or not pure Beskar, she should have been able to stab him with it. With the dark saber. And
there were a lot of like little potholes. They weren't really big. They were almost like just little small potholes. And there was a lot of defying physics that didn't make sense to me at all. But I had to defy belief, because if I didn't, then I'd be really tearing this thing apart. And I think the one thing that this episode delivered that most of the episodes don't is that it was riveting. I mean, it never stopped.
Yeah.
The pacing was perfect. I don't know what happened to some of the episodes. For the most part, this season to me has come off to be kind of, wanky and lackluster, which is unfortunate. But this episode in itself, to me, this is the essence of what the Mandalorian should be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was a badass, man. He was taking everybody down. Why didn't he do that in that room where they captured him.
Yeah, I mean, once again, the writing has never been great. But
Yeah,
man,
each
these
episode has been kind of up and down, and up and down. Some like way down, some
all of the different fights. Wow. I mean,
Mhm.
really, I love how they were able to freeze kind of speed just enough so that you can see the armorer just bashing heads in.
Oh, dude, I
That
was
was
happy
real.
about that. She was just her first
Yeah.
attack was like boom, and I was like, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to keep Beam out of this. I got more I want to talk about, but Beam, go ahead. I want to hear your insights.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a good episode, but then again, I'm left with more questions than answers. I am, anyways. Why leave it at just that? You're gonna pan the Mythosaur. Is that gonna be episode, or is that gonna be season 4? Them freaking going after the Mythosaur.
Yeah, it better be because why?
And they honestly, if they decided not to do season 4, this could be the end. Like that's, happily ever after ending with him and Grogu sitting on the, the Western Front, chilling at their cabin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of weird to see that there's not anything setting up. I mean, honestly, we probably won't get the next season of Mando till 2025 anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It didn't stick well with me at all. The ending of the episode. Yeah, he adopted him. Yeah, cool. We knew that was going to happen anyway. He might, he pretty much adopted him already, but now he's done it officially.
Yeah, right. In the eyes of Mandalore. Yeah.
Well, hold on a second. That's not trivial. That's major, bro. That's major to what's going forward in the lore of Star Wars. This is a major deal that Grogu is going to be a character that's going to be around for a while, and he's going to be a part of major storylines. And the fact that this choice that he's made is going to make things interesting. We come out of this, and this guy's going to be a Mandalorian. He's not going to be a Jedi. That could create some very different dynamics in the story. But I loved the ending so much because it is. If they do what I think they're going to do, and you're right, Beam, this episode could easily have sold up the whole thing, and you end it with them on the ranch. But here's what I'm going to start doing, and that I wasn't doing before. But when you're in a community of people and they speculate, you can get caught up in it. I'm no longer going to consider any speculations people make, because what I'm finding is that they're writing in a way, not so much that I'm against, but they're writing in a way where I'm getting perceived notions of what's going to happen, and I shouldn't do that. Because a lot of what people were speculating, none of that happened.
Right.
None of it. Absolutely zero. And I think what happened... But what happens is when everybody is in the speculative bubble, when the writing doesn't reflect what everybody's experiencing, everybody's bummed out, as opposed to, let's just wait to see what they do. Doesn't excuse bad. I mean, there's been some really horrible writing this season. This was the poorest of all the seasons. But when they had it, when they were on it, they're on it. When they're Favreau, if he keeps writing like this, man, I am so in. I am so happy. One, didn't kill Mando.
Right? Yeah, dude, it would have been over then.
Kill Bo. Like that's what I was talking about last week. It's like when you guys were talking about how the armorer could be a spy, and I didn't exactly see that. So, but then theories came out.
Exactly.
Like, well, maybe So.
And the red herrings and all that stuff, which actually was a red herring. She wasn't. And just because they call it spies doesn't mean they have to have more than one. You can just call it spies, and it doesn't have to have anything. And see, when people get a plural, they think, okay, it's got to be more than one. It doesn't have to be. And I think that's where people are starting to get disappointed. Is everybody thinks they know what's going to happen, and nobody knows what's going to happen.
Yeah, their expectations are here, and what are too high, and they don't enjoy the show for what it is.
Well, that didn't help that, everyone's touting that Filoni's, these are the best 2 episodes. It's going to shock you.
Oh, yeah. And what was Brendan Wayne's quote there? Is like, you're going to wish or something, like it's going to hurt or something like that. You want a more Mando, it's going to hurt or something. Too much is going to hurt or some shit like that.
Well, see, once again, it's just it's somebody talking. That's really all. I mean, people come up with
just building hype for the show.
Yeah, yes.
But you can't do it in a false way like that.
Right.
No. But I'm glad you destroyed the dark stage.
It's going to get super duper. You're disappointing, or you're going to be shocked.
Yeah,
I wasn't really shocked though.
Yeah, they have to.
But see, they could have meant shocked by simply because a lot of people thought Mando was going to die.
Oh,
see,
maybe
you're going to be shocked that he lives because I mean everybody's talking about he's going to die. He's going to die. No, you're going to be shocked. Yeah, I just the other thing I really love about it is first of all, Kathleen Kennedy had nothing to do with the writing of this episode. To me. It was one of the better episodes. I know she wasn't involved, and if this was purely just Favreau, then he needs to continue writing it like this. 2, if they do a 4th season, then they're going to do exactly what I hope that they were going to do from the very beginning and make this more like the Rifleman 50s, 60s, where he's going to have an adventure every episode. It'll be different, and it doesn't have to be a total arcing story. You have a different episode, and it's going to be a man with his boy on the ranch, just like the Rifleman was. And he tells the High Magistrate. He says, "I'm not the High Magistrate," but he tells Carson. He says, "Yeah, I still want to work," and that gave me a lot of thrill. He still wants to be I was like, yes. And then he even tells him, he says, "But I want to work on a case-by-case basis," which is telling you that each episode is going to be a different story. Yeah. If that's what they're going to do, I'm so fired up. I'm even more fired up now than I ever was, if that's where they're taking this. But if they're just leaving it here.
Well, much like season 1 and 2. Well, season 1.
Exactly. Maybe Kathleen Kennedy tenure is coming to an end, and maybe Jon Favreau is like, okay, they're going to let me have it. I'm hoping they're going to let me have it, and that ending didn't mean, okay, I'm done. We'll see though. We'll see. But I'm ready. I was very pleased with the end.
Yeah. And everybody in the chat, thanks for coming. Some guy, Hoths Hometown Hero, Alex, Thule, appreciate you. Alex couldn't make it. He's not liking it though.
Who's that?
Alex. He says, "Hello, my friend. Sorry I can't be there. I'm 22 minutes in, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing."
Wow. Yeah. Thule loved it.
Yep.
No, it truly was a good. It was a good episode. Was it a good finale? I can't say it was a good finale.
Yeah, I'd say that was a.
But it was a really great. It was a really good episode.
Yeah, should have been episode 7.
They seemed like they rushed the ending. I really did like the the pan out freaking see Grogu and Din sitting there, and then straight to the circle. That reminded me of old school Western stuff.
Yes,
that was awesome.
It was awesome, and that's what I mean by the ending.
Yeah,
the very, very ending is so reminiscent of those early TV shows, man.
Yeah, definitely old school.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm glad. Bow and armor.
They
Like
lit up the
forged.
forge together. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
I'm glad she wasn't the spy. There were no spies in this episode. I mean,
I'm happy. I wanted
like,
to see the Mandalorians all cool and vibing and working together. They gave me that. They gave me everything I wanted in this episode. They gave me everything. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, and Axe Wolves actually had a cool moment, going down with the ship and then getting out. And,
man, the special effects here were like primo, bro. Primo. I'm thinking about watching this episode again, but projecting it up on my, because I got to project. I could project a large screen. I might watch this episode again just for those scenes, man. I love it.
Kinky sphincter. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna watch it again just because it was a good episode. But
way too easy for them to beat them off.
That's one you could have done in the theater. You could, because they had some huge mammoth, some mammoth scenes.
Yeah, I think maybe that'll happen in the movie that Dave Filoni's making.
Yeah, but once again, I'm in total agreement with the Moff Gideon. The way he went out was just it was just silly.
Yeah, and I thought that was weird too, that he just easily broke the Darksaber. Like, where's he getting this strength at? Like,
well, he synthesized. I don't know, all of this stuff.
He wasn't a clone, was he? I mean, he was the one captured. He was. Where did he get these? I guess superpowers.
But he also said he was building an army, and I don't think there was more than like 20 of those tanks in a room that Mando destroyed. I don't think it was that many, right? He supposedly had an army.
Eight or 10. I remember. I don't remember.
Yeah, but he's talking about an army. I'm like,
could you imagine 10 of those Gideons out with those?
Well, that's enough. Yeah, that's. I mean, that's
powers.
No, that is a lot.
Force powers,
Terrible.
Yeah.
Pop culture living room. Thanks for coming.
This is robotic sound.
Red of Singles body, and that's all on Favreau. True story. Well, and he's had some curveballs thrown at him too. So, I mean, can't fault him for change story, but we can fault him for the poor writing of the change story.
He lost Cara Dune, so they had to do something with that. So
yeah.
Putting Din and Grogu, or Jarun and Grogu, however because now Grogu is Din Grogu.
Din Grogu.
That is so awesome.
Yeah,
awesome,
it's like
and he was kicking butt too, man. He was kicking butt, man. He was doing the Praetorian guards around the room and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, that was awesome. And then, at the end, saving him from the fire. That was pretty cool. Using the Force.
Yeah. I mean, like he's never done. I mean, that's really using it. Right? That's showing how really powerful he's getting, man. That's a huge thing to be doing. And because remember, he put down a Rancor and had to fall asleep. He shielded off flames and he was still standing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's getting better.
He's getting stronger by far.
I forgot about the robotic sounds when he was moving and stuff like that. So, yeah, but they even got the robotic.
He took the Dark Trooper armor and made it a suit, pretty much.
Yeah. It was Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who said that? Yeah, Hoth. Yeah.
In a sense.
Well, you guys are going to get the figure if it comes out. I know, right? Oh, really? I'm sensing I'm sensing a break in the Force.
If he comes back with the suit, sure, but it wasn't that long with the suit, and it wasn't, and he really didn't do anything
that surprised
with it. Other than, it wasn't that it didn't seem that iconic to me.
Mm-hmm.
To buy it.
Right.
So it was super dark, and you really couldn't see the damn thing anyway. So
yeah, so dark. You saw red accents.
There's another one of my complaints. They just one of the things they cannot film in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
The Mando scene, if it wasn't for the fact that he was shining, I wouldn't know he was there. It was so friggin' dark. It
Yeah.
drives me nuts. It drives
Mhm.
me nuts how they can't seem to film in the dark. You
Oh,
know,
yeah. On the green.
unless it's special effects. The special effects are fine. It's the filming in the dark and that stupid volume stage. But the other special effects, no
Yeah.
issue. The CGI is actually some of the best, around right
Yeah.
now because a lot of CGI is crap. And Marvel CGI is just crap.
Yeah, that's where the money went. Is that finale?
Mhm.
They killed it. Think
Well, they
Robert
needed
had-
that big ass ship to come down, so
right? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But I hope that next season there are. I don't want to see Costa Reeves. I don't want to see Bo-Katan. Only
you will.
maybe one. I only want to see him in one episode. Like maybe he does an episode where he has to hook up with them. But I don't want them to be a part of an overarching story. You know what I mean? They've already got Mando. Let them be characters on the side. Let's get Mando and Grogu back to some really solid bounty hunting. They
Yeah,
could bring
it
them
does need to
in.
be. Just doesn't
You know what I
need to be
mean?
Mando. Yeah.
And I still see that Din Djarin is the Mandalorian
There you go.
until someone precedes him.
And that
makes
was
me happy.
one of the great takeaways of this episode is that it kind of reset it to that rather than
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
rather than keeping it going to be him and Mando and friends.
yeah.
But the
Yeah, we're
problem
back
with
to
this
the
season,
Mandalorian.
the problem with this season, there were too many stitched together stories that didn't even need to be told.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of these episodes were unnecessary, just
It was a
unnecessary.
jumbled mess of things.
Yeah, and the way they put the girl, the woman who was who worked for who was the one that was the reformer, the bad kind of
Oh,
bad
yeah,
guy.
yeah. The spy
There was,
chick.
there was even no reason for that storyline to even exist in the whole thing.
No.
The whole thing. She wasn't even necessary.
It
It's
didn't,
crazy.
and it definitely didn't need a whole damn episode of
Yeah,
that. It was so
there's
freaking stupid. You could have done that in a couple of scenes, and man,
dumb season.
it just
It made no
irritates the crap
sense.
out of me.
That's why I couldn't wait till it ended, to be honest with you, because I was just getting burned out on just the BS, man. I was like, I'm glad it was the last episode. But I'm glad it ended the way I liked it. So,
well, Din needed help too.
Yeah. I didn't like that, to be honest. I'm tired of Bo saving Din in this fucking season.
yes.
But then Din saved her.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. That's.
but like, how many times did Bo save Din in this freaking season? 3, 4.
But
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't end it with Mando versus Gideon. I'm glad they ended it with her because that made more sense.
That's what the original story arc was. So
yes. So that's not. I didn't have a problem with that. The way he took out the dark saber wasn't any dumber than the way Hela took out the Mjolnir in Thor. That was stupid. No way in the world she's going to do that.
Well, it was her hammer first, so yeah.
Oh, give me a break.
Yeah.
Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah. Oh, overall, it was pretty dang good.
All right. So what do you?
Here and there.
But you're disappointed. I think you're disappointed, Blue. I mean, I know Beam is, but are you disappointed?
No, not overall. Not disappointed. Just
There was a lot of unnecessary stuff. I understand.
Not fully satisfied. Not because, like I said, the whole season kind of affected the score of the finale of the penultimate episode, and it just I don't know. It was just a lackluster season altogether.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it was. I can agree.
And you can have like and you can have cool elements. Again, cool elements don't make a great show if you have piss poor writing, and that's what season 3 has been. It's just, oh, cool elements. Look at that. Oh, it's cool. Oh, it's cool. Look at that. That's cool. Where's the story?
Right. Because they did lead you on the path to think certain storyline. Like you could have made a whole season of just him redeeming himself, getting to the waters.
Yep.
You know, so you see what I'm saying? All of these little mini stories could have been whole seasons. Instead, they put these mini stories in and they cut them off. And you get to the end of it and you go, well, wait a minute. You gave us all of these other stories. Why did you end them so quickly? It was just weird. Weird writing.
You're saying him going to the waters to get redeemed could have been a whole season?
You could have done a whole season of that. I actually thought that's what was going to happen. Because what you're trying to do, you're trying to elevate him to a greater height. Instead, they just made another side task. It could have been a more elevated situation as opposed to a side. A lot of the side tasks could have been more elevated and made into complete stories.
Yeah,
that would have, and they could have still made sense. It's all in the writing. It's all in the writing.
And her, that. I mean, he could have been saved at the end, or when the water's at the end. Bo could have done the same. I mean, she takes her helmet on and off anyway, and like that whole thing where she bathed in living waters, he bathed in living waters. It was just at the end of it, looking back, it's pointless. Could have been better. Could have happened at the end.
It could have been all done all at the end. Yep.
Yeah, and then why make a big thing out of the mythosaur? Yeah, where's that going? It didn't go anywhere.
Yeah,
Tony's making a movie.
Unless I'm sure it's
movie. Yeah, it's all gonna. I think it's all gonna be the Thrawn kind of rebels culmination. Everybody comes together and tries to stop Thrawn. So.
I'm sure the mythosaur is going to come back, but I'm glad there was no riding the mythosaur, none of that junk.
And if anybody's going to ride the mythosaur, it's probably going to be Grogu.
Yep. Yeah. Grogu.
Din Grogu.
Din Grogu. Yep.
So hold on here.
Is Jaren his first name, or is like if he just, or is Din his last name, or how does that work?
Yeah.
No, it
could be.
That's right, because it's Din Grogu. It's not Grogu Jaren.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Din Maybe he's meant to be a junior.
Yeah, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Does that clan do it backwards? Because it's House Kreese, right?
Could possibly be.
Not House Bo.
Okay.
It could possibly be. Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah,
or at least that's the only sense I can make of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and so Filoni is going to be making a movie, that ties all of this together.
Yeah, supposedly they announced it at Celebration. So yeah, it's all going to be the cartoons, Clone Wars, Rebels.
Who's going to direct?
Trying to fight Thrawn.
Who's going to direct? That's going to be a big deal.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty awesome. And we got Ahsoka.
What I'm saying, you're saying Filoni is writing a movie. Who's going to direct it? That's going to be the big deal.
He is. He's
directing it as well.
Yep.
Okay. That's promising.
For one, I'm still a fan of a happy ending. Yeah. Overall, the finale was good.
Thule,
I enjoyed it.
I'm with you, Thule. I thought it was awesome, man.
It was a cool ending. It just
Yeah, but once again, that Gideon scene was really kind of stupid.
Yeah,
I mean, he's even a great actor when he's being campy, but I don't think it came off as cool as it could have been. Like I said, it would have been better if he was somehow struck and fell or whatever, as opposed to just yelling and blowing up into the flame.
Yeah, that was
So
he
typical.
survived that for sure. There's no way.
Yeah. Actually, that's why you have to suspend belief, because in actuality, you see that big ship come through. There's no way in hell Bo, none of them should have got out of there alive either. Come on, let's face it. It would have created earthquakes, and I mean, it was just, they wouldn't have survived it in reality.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure.
I guess
society has conditioned us to embrace gloom and doom, and I feel like that's what folks were expecting in the finale.
That's spreading around too. All those theories.
All those theories. Like I go in not expecting a whole lot. I enjoy it for what it is. I take it in as what it is. If I enjoy it, I enjoy it. If I see a problem with it, I say it. I don't, I don't sugarcoat nothing.
Honesty is the best policy.
Yeah.
I want those troopers though. Going back.
Yeah, dude.
Those troopers
those
are
awesome.
Cool guys.
The ones with the touch of Mando in the helmets. Mm-hmm. You notice that?
They changed the Praetorian Guards to look the same way too.
Yep, and their eyes are like the First Order that kind of droop.
Yep.
I want those Praetorian Guards though. Those are kind
of. We want something from the sequel, do we?
The sequels actually had just a red faceplate. So
let me tell you something. The problem with the sequels wasn't design.
Mm-hmm.
That was not
right.
Not at all.
Not at all.
They had some great
I have the Crate Luke, and the Leia from that crappy movie. I still love the figures. I'm still going to buy them. I still love the characters.
We got a season 3 tease.
Yeah.
Do you guys see another life-size Grogu?
Life-size Grogu.
Oh yeah, in the pram.
Yeah. You really think he's going to come with the pram though?
They better do something. It lit up.
They changed his face. Well, they lit it on the picture. They do that kind of crap all the time though.
Can you bring it up?
They could fit some batteries in there.
Where are you going to fit a 6-scale pram?
Well, you
can a life-size pram. I'm sorry, because it's a life-size Grogu.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not.
But
I'm not buying
it doesn't mean nobody has room big enough to do it.
They don't, but that's
that's going to sell.
That's pretty crazy.
If I had a Mando suit, maybe.
that's pretty crazy. A K2SO life size in your living room is crazy, bro. And there's a couple of streams I watch, and these guys are total life size.
Shit, life size Iron Man would be crazy to have in your living room, man.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So a pram, that's nothing.
Well, yeah, to those collectors, sure, but
really, to the average, a 6-scale pram is not that big. I mean, it's
but
not
a life size one is.
Oh, a life size. Now, how big is Grogu? I mean, in the life,
he's about
2 feet. 2 feet.
Yeah. And then he's in the pram, so you can move his legs or.
Well, you know something.
That pram is like.
Well, let me tell you something. You know who that's made for? You know who that's made for? There are particularly
cosplayers?
You always find women, not even kids, You got to remember. You got to remember.
Life size pram wouldn't be for a child anyway.
But you got to remember. Okay, we as guys, we still like to collect action figures in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s. Mm-hmm. Women will still go out and get Betty Boop dolls. They can be 45, 55, 60. If I know some women who love Grogu to death.
Mm-hmm.
All things Grogu. I can see them getting that pram. It's not like they got a room full of figures, but I can see them getting that pram and putting it, next to their bed or something. They do that kind of stuff.
If it makes noise,
it's going to be a
head.
Market.
Sure, but he just sits there. Like, I mean, it's don't get me wrong, it's very cool, but it's not for me. It's not for me.
It's not for me either, but it's gonna sell.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah,
Kinky, perfect example. I could see her buying that.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Life size masterpiece. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
and that's is that even a full body? Like, how deep is he in there? Is he sitting or is he standing? That's kind of weird.
You'd have to be either one.
Yeah, it looks deep enough where he's standing.
Right. Which is why I think it's fake.
Yeah. And does it come with a cover too? So when he hits the button,
they did change the facial expression. That's the thing that they changed.
What do you mean?
Yeah, it doesn't look like his jaw opens, or or doesn't his ear still move, come off.
What's fake? What do you mean by fake?
I think he was put into the pram. I don't think we're getting a pram.
Oh, you think that this is only?
They make the pram.
That's not what I wanted.
So you think this is not just a 2-foot life-size Grogu? It's a life-size pram to go with it, but there's no way to tell.
I think it's a life-size Grogu with different faces. That's all I think we're gonna get.
Dude, if they're choosing a pram like that, they're making the pram. Without a doubt.
Yeah, they wouldn't. Now I know they put vehicles.
Don't
in
say
their
they
stuff,
wouldn't, because they've teased stuff before and didn't make it.
Yeah, but do they don't make it as pronounced. Usually it's in the corner. You see a piece of the car.
They are making that pram.
They're making that pram, bro.
They are making that pram.
Plus,
they would not put it like that if they were not making it. So.
Dude, it's not like making a tumbler. That's nothing to make. They're making that, dude.
The pram's nothing to make.
Yeah,
and that's what I'm saying.
It's going to be made of plastic anyway, so it's just a big hollow plastic.
Yeah. It's not going to listen.
A little bit of
whatever they do, it's not going to be worth it anyway.
Right.
Whatever they do, it's not going to be worth it anyway. But they're going to sell them.
Better be USB.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I agree with you, Beam.
Batteries.
Beam, I agree with you. They are BS when they talk about coming out with vehicles and stuff. But this is too obvious. And it's just not a complicated thing to do.
Yeah.
This is not the Ecto 1. I don't know, man. I don't see it. To me, it just.
Let's return to Mandalore to look for the heart melting. Grogu, this little one, as our next hyper-realistic collectible figure, captures the iconic expressions with advanced features, will provide unimaginable strength to your Star Wars collection. And that's all it says.
Okay. Oh, wait.
Well, hyper-realistic figure captures the iconic expression.
With his advanced
face. That's the face you're getting.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was a summary of this thing. I just thought they gave you a picture. All right. Well, if they're not mentioning a pram, I don't see any reason why there would be one. I mean, because if there was a pram, you would think they'd say it.
Oh yeah. Well, they're going to have his Beskar plate. No. They better.
Oh yeah. What about that?
They better have that.
That little shield. Yeah, he's got to have his Beskar shield.
Yep. And his. No,
I'm with you, Beam. I'm with you, Beam.
Beskar chainmail as well.
Chainmail, yep. Chainmail. Yep.
No, you're right, Beam. They didn't mention it. I like I said, I just thought they gave you a picture, but it's nothing in the write-up. So I wouldn't trust them as far as I get the room.
I mean, it's really.
I don't know.
Yeah, but Blue, if it's not mentioning it, they're not going to do it.
Pending license or approval.
Yeah, no. If
pending license, they got a license already.
That's what it says.
No, they're making the pram.
Pending license or approval.
You
got a license for 6 scale. They still got to get it for life size.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm assuming it could. The license or approval could be for the pram. I don't know.
Yep.
Because they've already had it for Grogu.
That's probably why they didn't list it yet. Yep. Okay, here we go, and maybe it is. Now you're right, Blue. I'm going back and forth with you guys. Yeah. Everybody's making sense.
Yeah. But yeah, it could be a deluxe set. You get Grogu with the different expressions, or you get get them both. You get the Pram and Grogu life size, or it'll just be one set. You can only get this Grogu with the Pram. So we'll see. But if they do, they're
$1,500.
definitely making that Pram. If he comes
$1,500.
Yeah.
Don't be surprised.
Yeah,
Do not get this from Toys Wonderland, I swear to God.
If you get it through Sideshow. So, shipping.
I don't want to bring this up, but I need to. I don't like going back and watching the episodes because I don't like watching me. But I wanted to catch up because I missed. I came in late. I missed like the first like half hour, 45 minutes. Plus I went back to watch to see if this doggone if my stream is not freezing up, and it looked fine. It looked fine in the replay. But dude, in the beginning when everybody was showing their things, I didn't know you canceled the Joker, bro.
Yeah, had to.
Yeah, man. No, sorry to hear it, bro. But I think, but you know, it's not like it's there's always going to be an opportunity for you to get it again on secondary. And I really think that I got a feeling it's still in your future. I don't think it's gone. I really don't.
Yeah, I think probably better through Kit. You know, and there was you know when they made that post that it's going to be a while and stuff like that. Somebody was selling their 2-pack for $2,000.
Double what they paid for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, I'm not talking about next week, but in time, you know, anything's possible. Yeah. A fellow collector could do something. Who knows? You know.
Yeah.
If it's meant to be for you, it's going to be for you. And I got a feeling, you know, you're a good guy, man. You got really good karma, and I really think it's going to work out somehow. Just have hope. It's going to work out, dude. You're going to get it. Yeah.
And that's the question, Thule. So does it come with the Pram? We'll find out soon.
Hot Toys loves it.
I'm sure they'll start dropping stuff here pretty soon.
Oh, yeah.
At least a lot closer to May 4th. Maybe it'll be May 4th that we finally get, you know. Well, we got the tease, so May 4th we'll get probably we'll definitely get more 40 stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Who do you predict?
Yeah.
Who do you predict? I mean,
who do I predict?
Who do you think is going to
drop? Want?
All right. Who?
I want them to do a Jabba, dude. I want them to do a Jabba.
Really, a Jabba?
Yeah.
A Hot Toys Jabba would be freaking phenomenal.
It'd probably end up being more like a power pose, but me.
What do you need him to move for? I mean,
exactly.
Moved, and his hand moved.
Need his mouth to move.
That's true, and they could do. I mean,
so you know,
you could do that and blend it in pretty well, I think.
What about you, Blue?
Who the drop for the 40th?
Because I thought for sure Beam was going to say Mace. Go ahead.
Oh, well, Mace would be the different.
Everybody's been screaming for him forever.
Well, Mace has dropped. Or Mace
Mace Windu dropped already.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't. You can't pre-order him. I mean, you can't. Can you pre-order him now?
Mace, yeah.
Oh, they didn't even. But they didn't even show the finished product yet. Aren't they still working on the sculpt or no?
No, they're not.
No, well, they did the prototype.
The only thing they could do to fix it now is give them the freaking rolling eye system.
Yeah. I don't know how to do it, but I mean, they could.
You don't think they're ready? You don't think they're ready to drop it on the 4th?
What's that?
You don't think they're ready to drop it on the 4th? Oh, okay.
I'm hoping they announce a new Han, a new freaking Han. That's what I want. Jabba and Han.
Dude,
yeah, there he is.
I need a Bespin. Well, I'll take the 40th anniversary. I need a Han,
Bespin
man.
Han. That's what we need. A Bespin Han.
I need him, man. I need him.
Yeah.
Well, if it's gonna be the 40th anniversary, then we're gonna get Endor Han.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Endor.
well, yeah. I mean, even Endor.
I mean, I'll take him.
I'll take it.
Yep.
Listen,
He's
I've
gonna have
Han.
the clothes, so
got Rick Decker and I've got Eddie. I gotta have mine. Just no doubt about it.
A lot of people are
Alright.
saying that the Emperor won't happen, but I feel like he will.
Oh yeah. They teased him. He was up. They, without doubt, they better.
I think we'll get another
Han
Emperor.
and Chewie.
Okay,
Fix
so
Chewie.
Han
Fix
and
Chewie's
Chewie.
face. Make
fix
it better.
Chewie's face.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I have the Force Awakens Chewie. It doesn't look like Chewie. it looks really freaking weird. And even the original one they made for the original trilogy, his face is just off. It's just so. I mean, I don't know how you screw up Chewie, but
Well, hey, Yeah, well, may the Fourth be with you. In actuality, it's not supposed to be on the 4th. Star Wars Day is the 24th of May. It was hijacked by retailers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, because it rhymes with the Force.
Yeah.
May the 4th be with you.
People didn't know.
Yeah, hey, that's cool. They could do stuff on May the 4th, and then
it's all month long, man. What are you
month long. Yep.
Never enough.
May is Star Wars month.
Good.
Plus, we got Guardians on the 5th, so
yeah.
Yeah, I'm.
And they better be doing Indiana Jones figures too.
I know. Yep.
Bastardos. One Chewbacca is completely the wrong color. The other looks like he spent a week in a Grateful Dead show.
Awesome. Yeah. Grateful Dead.
Oh, the whole throne room. Yeah. They're going to release a new Luke.
You think they'll do another Luke?
Yeah, with the steps. Yeah, with the new Vader. Yeah. I think they'd do that. They'd make the whole diorama.
Mess with his hair again.
Yep.
And you know something? Speaking of which, I think they made if I'm correct, a company made a 6-scale Jerry Garcia from the Grateful Dead, if I remember correctly. Either that or NECA, 6-inch, but I know Jerry Garcia was done as a figure. Yeah.
Chaz is doing a final run. Oh, okay.
Final. Okay.
Probably do it with just a backdrop. I don't need the whole throne room. I don't think.
Throne room.
Hot Toys are two.
How many R2 do we need? Now another one that has all. That's got a ton of crap sticking out of it. I saw a. I think it was like this 4-inch figure. Saw this 4-inch figure at Ollie's.
Yep.
I saw this 4-inch figure at Ollie's of R2D2 with all that crap sticking out of it. I was like, I should have got it.
I have R2 on order too. So
nice.
Hopefully it shows up. That reminds me. Let me check here.
You got that one?
We got one more payment on him. Slow.
You talking about that one that we're looking at?
Yep.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, the wait list is full on Sideshow for that one.
Yeah, freaking Sideshow. They suck. Just order the damn figures, you lazy bastards. Just get them in your warehouse. Suck it up, you crybabies.
Well, wait a minute now.
Warehouse.
You know something? You sound like Payne, man. Because Payne hates Sideshow with a passion. I would love you and Payne need to do a stream together. That would be great because you are so bitter. What is it? Can you briefly tell me what is it your issue with Sideshow? How did they dick you around? What happened?
No, I still like Sideshow. It's just they're being very stingy with their warehouse. Like they don't want any dead stock. I mean, I get it, but you're
not restocking fast
for the US. just order the damn figures. Get them in stock. Even if you get like 100 just left or 50, whatever, get them in stock. They'll go quick. People will buy them.
Right.
They don't even have to be discounted. Get them in stock. People will buy them. So what you have, so what you'll have 20 left. List them as low stock.
Gotcha.
Quit being bitches, Sideshow.
Peyton 23.
What up?
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think I gotta call it quits here, guys.
All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's 1 o'clock. I gotta get out of here too. Wow, 101. Perfect timing.
Yeah. So overall, what did we score in the show?
Oh, I give it a blistering 10, and I don't give things 10 very often. This is so rare for because
the episode or the whole show or the whole thing.
Just the episode.
Oh, you talking?
We can talk about the whole
episode.
season at a different point.
Yeah. But I can rate the season. I can rate the season right now. The season as a whole, I give like a 6.
Yep. Yeah, the episode was like it was another 9 for me, actually.
That's pretty good. You sounded like you didn't like it that much. Wow.
I enjoyed the episode as an episode, not as a finale.
Yeah, I'd give it a 9 for sure.
Okay. Excellent. Well, I'm not alone.
I think this will get ironed out more. The plan seems to be 45 to 60 days after release. Oh, all right. 9 out of 10. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Yeah, and but some stuff I think they judge small because other models coming
get ironed out more.
Yeah, but even still, they don't have the right person running things or something. They got an idiot going on there that
you think what'll get ironed out?
Underjudging things and overjudging things and not getting stuff in stock, and it's irritating to me.
You think what'll get ironed out?
Oh, the Sideshow stops.
How late they are? And it's usually 45 to 60 days, typically, to when Sideshow gets it out. They don't ever. I guess I'm missing the point.
So, are we doing a 9 p.m. show?
I don't know yet.
Yeah.
What's the allegiance to Sideshow anyway? I mean, there's so many other options, right?
Because they're the main distributor for America. I mean,
well, that's true too. Yeah, I keep forgetting.
And they got a good reward system. It comes in late, but it's good.
Well, I guess
if they
you said no Beam, the reward system.
No, the reward system sucks balls.
See,
their reward system is better than most. To be honest with you, I mean, other than Sideshow being like you can't get till 40 days later. That's the drawback.
While everyone else says, "Yeah, go ahead, use your points you just accrued."
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying.
So yeah,
that's the only gripe is
they give back the most percentage.
Yeah,
but
40 days after it's shipped, which yes, it sucks.
40 days, after it's shipped. Well, after you get it, after they receive the notification it was delivered.
Yeah, and you should be able to waive it. Like the figure's all good. They're like, can I get my rewards now? I'm not going to return it. I'm not going to. They should have that kind of system.
There should be a button that says, "Yeah, I'm not." I waives your right to return it.
Yep, figure's good. Hit the button. I want my rewards. And I can't get a replacement or if something breaks. But then you mess around with it a week later, and then something breaks.
By the way, before
I'll fix it. Send it to me, I'll fix it.
There you go. By the way, I wanted to tell you, the Joker on the bad pod is fire, bro. Can you big up the screen? Because that is too cool, bro.
What up, Hoth?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Hoth. What's up? Dude, that Joker on the pod. Oh, man.
I know. Hang on.
Yeah, big up, bro.
Yeah.
That's killer.
Yeah, I'll move
Can we
the
get a
Admiral.
Can I get a side view?
Yep. As soon as I get the
Admiral of the way.
Admiral out the way. Yeah.
Oh, it's a perfect fit, man.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. It's awesome.
That's fire. And he's got the right look on his face to be riding that damn thing. He's a maniac. Yeah. He's probably going 0 to 60 with no problem.
Yeah. He seems a little crooked.
Looks like you're about to shoot me. What do you put that thing down?
Well, I like that the wheels move like as soon as you take out the pegs. They move.
Joker's a menace to society, right there.
A little bit. It's great.
Yeah, it is. Figure of the year so far.
I'll post pictures soon.
Very good.
Because I have a lot, for him. So, and him coming out of the box and taking the plastic off, and
right, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen.
Or do you just want to?
Oh, OG's here.
Dude, I'm like muted.
Oh, you're muted?
Basically, what the plan is, or what I believe the plan is, the pattern that we're seeing so far is the majority of the figures that weren't already waitlisted previous to release are lasting between 45 to 60 days before they completely, like that Ashoka would be the first example of that.
Oh, now I understand. Okay.
So what I think the plan is right now is Toys Wonderland was doing all that stuff, and they were basically going back and forth. So they were like fighting, right? Mm-hmm. So if they set this up to where it is now, people like comic book shops, people like Hawk Wars Toys, who I now get all my stuff from, other retailers who are like actual retailers, they're able to sell stuff at a little bit better of a deal. So it's starting to stabilize the secondary market. Like Aries talks about this on his show. He goes through all the different eBay pages. Shout out 6 Scale Cantina. So basically what I think the plan is eventually we will get this where instead of 60 days and it's still at a pre-order status, you're going to be able to actually buy it. But it's going to take them some time to like iron that out.
Mm-hmm.
Right now they're getting crushed by shipping things.
Yep. That too.
There's stuff like they don't know what's coming on the boat, so it's hard for them to advertise. We have this, we don't have this, when they don't know until it shows up in the warehouse.
Right.
I don't know how often you guys frequent Toys Wonderland, but they have in stock the 3PO and the Battle Droid. It hasn't even been posted on their page that it's been dropped yet.
Yeah, we're going to see stuff like that going on because they're like beefing. And the further that they cut this back, they're just going to eventually start to like ease them out after. We're watching like a full-blown turf war right now, I think, is to be honest.
Indeed.
And the thing is if the only place overseas to buy them in Hong Kong is from Secret Base, eventually they're going to start figuring out who the buyers for T-Dubs are. They're going to just stop allowing those people to buy figures or limit it to buy one at this thing until they squeeze them out.
Perhaps, yeah.
Because they'd have to send like TW spies into Secret Base.
The way they do it now, because those stores usually limit 1 or 2.
That's what I'm saying. They have to. So they have. I don't know. How many do you think they get? Let's just say they get 35. So that means they have to send 17 people in there under the guise of like, you're our buyer, go in there and buy this, because they're not buying them more than 1 or 2 at a person.
At least 17 to 20, yeah.
Yeah, so eventually they'll figure out who those people are and they'll stop letting you buy stuff.
Yeah.
Like, that's basically where that goes to. I don't know, it's like
it's weird.
So much fun stuff going on.
That's a word for it. Fun.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Okay, is it fun? Sort of, not so much. But I think if you're able to just watch like that Iron Man or the Captain America that was $300. Ray just got one of those a couple weeks ago, and then my twin bought it from him.
Oh,
there's only $300. He's like a huge Captain America fan, so he's got a cell suit now.
Dang, I gotta ask if you can get any more.
there was only 1,200 here. Like stuff circulates the world. It's been out for a couple months.
The
Yeah,
stealth
but
suit?
that's a good price.
So like you just got to watch for things like, oh, I don't know how much he bought it for. I didn't ask him that much.
Oh,
Mm.
So it's
I'm saying
$300.
there was
That's
300 in
a
America,
deal.
Right.
and then my brother ended up getting one. I don't know, like a year after. So like stuff's out there. Just you got to pay attention for like stuff that you're looking for.
Yep.
Yeah, no,
That's what we
I got my eyes open, but find one for a good price.
I mean, I try to help
a lot
out
of
where I
there
can
are,
for cheap
you
deals.
know,
A lot
decent
of people
prices
like
out there.
to gouge.
I mean, people do like to gouge, and that is a thing. I don't know. It feels weird, like right now, because like the whole world is basically just like gunning for him. Like
Hawkwars is an eBay store, and eBay store,
he has a website, and then you can also speak to him through Instagram.
Instagram. Yep.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you told me. Yeah, I remember that.
I just wanted to answer a quick question. Peyton 23. I only do Star Wars in 6-inch, the Black Series. But if I were ever to consider a Star Wars figure, Hot Toys, it's Han Solo. He's my favorite ever. And yes, I need a Han Solo in 6 scale. So that's just that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
Yeah, I don't need that 3PO that's releasing soon.
I don't know if I'm going to get
I
the
want the
3PO.
gold one.
I am probably going to try to get this R2, but in like June. I'm just
Right.
going to have to see.
I want to
Like,
get the
I'm gonna
R2. I
find
need
it on the
another R2.
secondary market at like a decent price. Hopefully. I mean, obviously, I'm going to pay higher, but that's the price of not pre-ordering.
Mhm.
But I'm also not on the hook for whatever like an NRD is either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some people might want to go that way. If you don't know, I mean, you might have to just suck it up and realize you're going to pay maybe $50-$60 more for the right to reserve your purchase for later.
Right.
But like right now, it's like you're in an okay position that you can do that if you want to. But yeah, like there's so many. I don't have a comic book shop here, so Ray is kind of like my local dealer, if you will.
There are no
Local
comic book
dealer.
shops in your
Well, even
area?
the local
They
dealers around
don't.
here.
There's no. I have to drive over an hour to go to Gurney Mills
Oh, okay.
from Milwaukee.
We'd have to do the same drive.
Um,
But even those guys are charging 1.5 for retail. Sometimes double retail. It's like, oh,
it's
you
typically
guys are
about
gonna put money.
33% higher, but
Yeah.
you'll find a lot of places if you end up going there often, like you'll get on certain credibility levels with them.
Yeah, can't do that if it's over an hour drive.
Yeah.
Right.
I gotta find
Well,
find more
like
battle
when
droids.
you used to go to the comic book shop back in the day, then if you ever were like a person who you just get like a rack, so then they basically just give you all of your issues, but you usually have to go buy a bunch of comic books before they'll give you the right to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Got to pay your dues.
Yeah, I mean, isn't that true with everything in life, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Sure is.
All right, guys. Yeah, I should get going.
All righty, dighty. Well, listen. I don't know. Like I said, I'll try and come back on. I mean, are you guys come back on tonight? Because I'm not sure I can make it. But
If you guys come on, I'll be here.
It might be a little bit later than 9.
Yeah.
okay, then I probably won't make it. But this was enough. I mean, at least I was able to get my stuff out here, and as far as Mandalorian. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Yeah, you guys have a good one.
You too.
Other than Instagram, I will see you next Monday.
All right, sounds good. Thank you everybody in the chat for joining us. Some guy, Kinky Sphincter, Hoth, you were there.
I was for a second.
Alex,
Like an interdimensional
later,
being
dude.
today.
Costa, pop culture living room. Commander
Shout out to
Green,
Costa.
Thule.
Right on. Hey, I'm gonna get back
Peyton.
to my lunch. I'll see you guys later. Let me know if you're
All
going on.
Yeah, there'll be a link in there later.
OG fan. Yeah, Peyton. Yeah. yeah, appreciate you all in the chat. Thanks for coming through, talking, the Mando finale and figures with us. We may come on, later tonight, depending on everybody's schedule. I work at 11, so may or may not happen, depending on how late it is. But yeah, we're live Mondays and Wednesdays. So yeah, come and join us.
Well, I don't know. We might not have an after show reactions for a little while.
Oh yeah, that's true. So Mondays.
Not until Secret Wars. We'll be doing Secret Wars for sure.
Yeah.
And Ahsoka when that comes out, probably. So yeah.
All right. Everybody. Later. That's the end.
That's the end.
Hold up. Wait, we gonna throw this?